Ever feel like you're running in place at work? You're putting in the hours, you're hitting your targets, but the promotions you deserve keep passing you by, going to colleagues who don't seem to be working any harder than you. So what's going on? It's probably not bad luck. It's more likely a few invisible habits that are secretly holding your career hostage. Research shows that most of us have at least one career-limiting habit, keeping us from our full potential. It's like trying to drive with the emergency brake on. You're putting in all the effort, but something is holding you back. In this video, we're going to call out 5 of the most common ones. And more importantly, I'll give you some simple, actionable steps to finally break them. So, if you're ready to get the recognition and advancement you've been working for, stick around. And hey, if you find this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. All right, let's talk about the big one, procrastination. We've all been there staring at a task on our to-do list knowing we should do it but finding a million other more important things to do instead, like organizing our desktop icons or finally watering that plant in the corner. This is more than just putting off a task you don't feel like doing. It's a self-sabotaging cycle that can quietly wreck your career. It makes you miss deadlines, tanks your productivity, and creates the impression that you're unreliable. Research from DePaul University has even shown that chronic procrastination is linked to lower salaries and even less job stability over the long term. It's a silent killer for your professional growth. So, how do you fight back? The answer isn't some superhuman feat of willpower. Instead, start ridiculously small with the 2-minute rule. It's a simple concept from David Allen's book, Getting Things Done. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, just do it immediately. Answer that email. Make that quick phone call. File that document. Done. For those bigger, scarier projects that feel completely overwhelming, the key is to break them down into smaller, bite-sized pieces. Turning a huge project like launch the new marketing campaign into a checklist of small wins, like draft initial email copy or research 3 potential ad platforms, creates momentum and kills the urge to put it off. The trick is to schedule these mini tasks on your calendar like they're actual appointments. It holds you accountable and gets you moving, turning that mountain into a series of manageable molehills. Next up is the trust breaker, the habit of being unreliable. This can be as blatant as blowing a major deadline on a critical project, or as subtle as being 5 minutes late to every single meeting. It can be saying, I'll get that to you by end of day, and then just not doing it. Each time you don't follow through, you're chipping away at your reputation. More importantly, you're eroding the trust your manager and your team have in you. Trust is the real currency at work. It's invisible, but it's what gets you put on high-stakes projects. It's what gives you autonomy. And ultimately, it's what gets you promoted. Without it, you won't be on the shortlist for big responsibilities or career advancement. No one wants to hand over the keys to someone they can't count on. The fix here is to get brutally honest with your commitments. Before you say yes, take a hard look at your to-do list and your current bandwidth. It is far better to politely decline up front, explaining your current workload, than to agree and fail to deliver. That honesty builds more respect than a hollow yes. For the commitments you do make, treat them like promises. Set realistic deadlines for yourself, and this is key. Communicate any potential roadblocks early. If you see a delay coming, don't hide and hope it goes away. Proactively go to your manager and say, hey, I've run into an issue with X. It might delay Y. Here's my plan to get back on track. That transparency doesn't show weakness. It proves you're in control, responsible, and can be trusted to manage your work. Habit number 3 is a classic career killer, though it's not my job attitude. Look, having boundaries is healthy and important for avoiding burnout. We all need them. But there's a huge difference between protecting your time and refusing to help with anything just outside your job description. That attitude will get you labeled as someone who only does the bare minimum. Tells your boss that you're not a team player, that you're only concerned with your little silo. So, when exciting new projects or opportunities for growth pop up, who do you think they'll turn to? Not the person who's built a fortress around their desk? They'll go to the person who has shown they're invested in the bigger picture. To break this, you need a mental shift. Stop thinking, what's my specific task? And start asking, how can we, as a team, win? This doesn't mean you have to say yes to everything and become the office doormat. It means looking for small, strategic ways to help, especially when you see a colleague is swamped or a project is at risk. You don't have to take on their entire workload. Sometimes just offering a hand for 15 minutes, sharing a useful resource, or providing a second opinion is enough to show you're invested in the team's success. That kind of collaborative attitude makes you indispensable and positions you as a future leader. The fourth habit that can put a stop to your progress is digging in your heels against change. Whether it's new software, a team restructure, or a shifting company strategy, constant complaining or refusing to adapt is a major red flag for leadership. The business world moves at lightning speed, and companies need people who are flexible and can pivot. Resisting change, whether it's by openly complaining or quietly refusing to adopt a new process, just makes you look like you're stuck in the past and unwilling to grow. It screams, "I'm comfortable. I don't want to learn anything new," which is the opposite of what any forward-thinking company is looking for. The secret is to flip the script in your head. Instead of seeing change as a threat to your routine, try to see it as a chance to learn something new and valuable. Get curious. Ask questions to understand the why behind the change. What problem is this new process trying to solve? What opportunities does this new software create? Focus on the potential positive outcomes for you and the team. Maybe it automates a tedious part of your job or gives you a new skill for your resume. By actively embracing change, you prove your adaptability and position yourself as a forward-thinking problem solver, exactly the kind of person who gets handed more responsibility and gets promoted. And finally, the fifth habit, a relentlessly negative attitude. We all know this person, the one who complains constantly in the break room, thrives on office gossip, or shoots down every new idea in a meeting without offering a single solution. This behavior is toxic. It's a huge drain on team morale, and it isolates you from everyone. Think about it. Who wants to collaborate with someone who only sees problems? Eventually, people just stop including you in important conversations and brainstorming sessions, which is a death sentence for your career growth. You can unclimb the ladder if you not even in the room where decisions are being made. The solution isn't to become a fake, bubbly optimist overnight. That's not authentic. It's to be constructive asterisk. The next time you spot a problem, challenge yourself to brainstorm at least one potential solution before you bring it up. Frame it as, "I noticed this issue, and I was thinking we could try this, ... double quotes. Instead of complaining about someone, find a professional way to talk to them to resolve the issue. This simple shift in approach transforms you from a complainer into a problem solver. You become someone who is committed to making things better, and that's a reputation that will open doors. So that's the list. Procrastination, unreliability, that it's not my job mindset, resistance to change, and negativity. Let's be real. Tackling these habits is about more than just being a better employee. It's about taking back control of your career and your future. The power to get ahead isn't in your boss's hands or some stroke of luck. It's in the small, deliberate choices you make every single day. Which one of these habits hit closest to home for you? Drop a comment below and let me know which one you're going to tackle first. I'd love to hear your plan and cheer you on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.